to Black and Gold Today, brought to you by Cadillac of New Orleans. I'm Rachel Whittaker. Thanks for being with us as the Saints host the Patriots on Saturday at 6:30 right here in New Orleans. And here with me to preview is Chad Sabadie of Fox 8 Sports. Well, Chad, happy Friday.
Happy Friday, and we're looking forward to a happy game day. The Saints, after being away for what seems like an eternity, finally back in town, wrapped it up at the Greenbrier, ready to kick off some local football inside the Dome tomorrow night.
Exactly right. I know it's exciting for fans. Not the real deal yet, but they got a taste of the team they're facing tomorrow in New England with their joint practices. And you know, looking at the Baltimore loss, it kind of evoked memories of the meltdowns of 2014.
Very true.
But it was kind of alarming to see the pass rush lacking so much, and we know now the secondary's banged up. So, just your thoughts on the Saints defensively at this point.
In the NFL preseason, it's never going to be a perfect product. You always have several holes to fill, several injuries to try to work around, and you hit on some of the key points here. Where's the defense? It looked a whole lot like 2014 and Rob Ryan's embattled Saints defense from a season ago. Now, it's tough because if Tom Brady does play, we saw what he can do all during his career, but then especially yesterday, he lit them up. Sure, the Saints secondary was depleted. All four starters were not in action, but from all accounts, Tom Brady was near flawless against Rob Ryan's back four, throwing for several touchdowns, and you can't have that happen. You've got to tighten things up on defense. That's a huge priority this fall.
Exactly right. I think he only had, what, two incompletions, and they were both drops by Rob Gronkowski on Thursday. But looking, too, on the other side of the ball in the trenches, the Saints' offensive line, they kind of started a little slow in Baltimore as well. But I'm really eager to see the guys, you know, Armstead, of course. He was a third-round pick, but he's really coming on strong. His starting role now, and of course you got Zach Strief on the other side. Max Unger coming in the Jimmy Graham trade. I mean, he seems like he's going to be a really solid anchor. So I'm excited about the offensive line.
The Saints' offensive line has been a big plus this training camp. Max Unger is who they thought he was. Yeah, they wanted to bring this big, just bullish, all-pro center type form in there to protect Drew Brees. The interior protection was a big just detriment last year as Brees got sacked and pressured again and again. So having Unger, having a healthy and veteran Jari Evans, Zach Strief ready to go, they may not be the players they once were, but they're still very good. They can still start for many teams in the NFL. You have a future star on the rise in Teron Armstead on the left side, and as long as Tim Lelito and others kind of do their part at the left interior guard position, you'll be okay. And I think that's important for this year's team. As Drew Brees gets older, he needs to rely more on the running game. You need to have more balance, and there's a lot of unknown in his receiving core other than Marcus Colston, the veteran, and Brandon Cooks, the dynamic speedster. But a quarterback's best friend is usually a healthy ground game, and that starts up front.
Right, exactly. They have to have that balance for sure. And I feel like we could talk about the Saints position battles for an hour, but
they'll continue for a while.
Exactly right. And we didn't see Brandon Coleman in Baltimore, so that huge 6'6" Coleman, we'll see if we see him at all on Saturday. But again, we could talk about this for a long time. So
Brandon Coleman, and keep an eye on young Willie Snead. He had a few opportunities against the Ravens. Look for him to really be in the mix tomorrow night, because after a few solid weeks of training camp, young Willie Snead has a shot to make the Saints roster.
Exactly. Definitely one of those kind of unknowns who's emerged. And we'll be right back with Saints Trivia.
What's one of the nicest things that comes with your new Cadillac from Cadillac of New Orleans? 0% interest.
Get 0% interest on all new Cadillacs, now at Cadillac of New Orleans. New owners, new attitude, on Lime Street in Rye in Metairie.
Welcome back. Well, our Saints helmet is back, and we'll take a look first at this week's question that we asked you. In the Saints' win over the Patriots in 2009, Drew Brees threw 5 touchdowns. So who was the 5th player with a touchdown besides Pierre Thomas, Devery Henderson, Robert Meacham, and Marcus Colston? And the answer was tight end Darnell Dinkins. That was his only touchdown in his only season with the Saints. So Thanks to everybody who played again this week. And Chad, we'll go ahead and have you pull
That was a bit of a
winner.
tough one. I was thinking maybe a Jeremy Shockey, but a big Monday night win for the Saints. That really was a statement victory that season.
Yes.
Big winner is Casey Reynolds. Congratulations, Casey Reynolds.
All right. Yes, congratulations. You're the proud owner now of a gift certificate to the Saints online store. So thanks for playing, everybody. And Chad, thank you as well for coming on.
Always enjoy it, Rachel. It's going to be a good rest of the preseason. We'll see if Jarris Bird ever makes a sighting. Not likely tomorrow night, at least.
Right.
And we'll see how many Hoodats pack the Dome tomorrow night.
Exactly right. Hoping for a good crowd, the Saints are. And enjoy the game, everybody. See you next week.